Good day and welcome to the news hour coming to you from Metro TV. I am Emmanuel Oladipo. First, here are the headlines. endsars, Nigerian actor turned politician, takes swipe at protesting youth, calls them children. ICC begins probe into Nigerian army's shooting of peaceful protesters in Lagos State. Now the news in details. Nollywood actor turned politician Desmond Elliot, who joined active politics during the run-up into the 2015 general elections in Nigeria and was elected member of the Lagos State House of Assembly, Surulere Constituency 2, has berated youth protesters of the forcefully altered endsars nationwide protest. The lawmaker, who was elected on the 11th of April 2015, while giving his speech at a plenary session of the Lagos State House of Assembly, recently referred to Nigerian youth as children, cautioning that owing to social media, there might be no Nigeria in the next 5 years. Elliot, who in his speech focused on the Nigerian youth, the social media, and social influencers, noted that social media, though good, has its negative impact. He affirmed that going through the comments of some angry youth on social media, he could not believe the curses, the abuses from children, asking whether this is the same Nigeria that he used to know. Although Elliot pushed the call for restructuring of the Nigerian Federating Unit, which is part of the demands of the youth during the endsars protest, to Mr. Speaker of the House, Right Honorable Mudashiru Obasa, youth and celebrities seem not to be happy with Mr. Elliot for referring to them as children. Responding to Elliot's speech, some celebrities took to their social media accounts, among who was Davido, the 30BG crooner, who tweeted, quote, "Desmond Elliot just destroyed all the precious childhood memories he gave us in movies," unquote. Also, Kemi Laja Akindoju tweeted, quote, "This respect mentality has really done a number on us in Nigeria. Honorable Desmond is more concerned about children cursing on social media than he is about good governance and true leadership again. He has shown us his priorities," unquote. Meanwhile, Honorable Elliot, who is being in the news the second time for negative reason, according to public views, has since apologized for his comments, saying that he was sorry for allowing his emotions to get the best of him. However, calling on the public, he noted that even the best human makes mistakes, but he will be more constructive next time. Elliot, who before his political career received a boost, has starred in over 200 films and a number of television shows and soap operas, won Best Supporting Actor in a drama at the second African Magic Viewers' Choice Awards, and was nominated for Best Supporting Actor at the 10th Africa Movie Academy Awards. Recently came under public criticism for the first time after he berated the Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki for standing to Godfatherism prior to the recently concluded governorship elections in Edo that saw Obaseki re-elected for second term. Responding to a question on a live show regarding Governor Obaseki's stand, Elliot has said, quote, "A godfather always tries to look after the interests of his people. I am a product of godfatherism, but Tinubu has never for one day asked me to do something will be detrimental. It is progressive, so let him not castigate the whole thing. If not for godfatherism, would he be where he is today?" Unquote. It should be noted that a series of backlash followed the statement, some of which are questioning the credibility of his election as member of Lagos State House of Assembly since 2015. International Criminal Court has disclosed it is conducting a preliminary investigation into the recent endsars protest in Nigeria. This was contained in a statement issued by the Office of the ICC prosecutor, which says that it had received information on alleged crimes. The BBC, while reporting on the developments, noted that examination will assess whether the legal criteria for opening an investigation under the Rome Statute are met. For more than 2 weeks, youth across the state of Nigeria had staged peaceful protests against police brutality, which unfortunately led to a crackdown on the protesters by the Nigerian army, of which human rights group Amnesty International said Nigeria's security forces opened fire on protesters, killing and injuring a number of people, a report which both the Nigerian police and the army had debunked. Meanwhile, the ICC said it will make findings of the preliminary examination public. Recall that 1 week into the nationwide peaceful protest, armed thugs sponsored by politicians were attacking protesters in Lagos, Abuja, and many other parts of the country, destroying protesters' vehicles and other valuables, as well as stabbing a few protesters. In Lagos only, on several occasions, armed thugs attacked peaceful protesters who had converged at the State House of Assembly complex Alausa, while members of the Nigerian police force stood by. However, the undeterred youth across Nigeria continued their peaceful protest, sleeping at various protest grounds each night in a bid to continue the following day. In Lagos and Abuja, protesters held Jamaat prayers on Fridays and worship services on Sundays until the 28th of October 2020, when, under the pretense of a nationwide Operation Crocodile Smile 6 of the Nigerian Army, peaceful protesters were murdered in cold blood across Nigeria. This was followed by carnage by hoodlums and men of the Nigerian Army, as well as the Nigerian police force, arson and looting of shops, malls, businesses, COVID-19 palliative stores, and national silos. Meanwhile, many state governments in Nigeria had established panels of inquiry into police brutality with the aim of compensating victims and serving justice where applicable, as well as rebuilding the fabrics of social order. Some of the states which had established their panels include Lagos, Oyo, Gombe, and Ebonyi states. In a related development, the federal government directed all ministers to visit their states as a show of solidarity, of which the Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, who was a two-term governor in Lagos State, in company of members of the National Assembly Southwest Region, visited the Lagos State government, after which it was reported that Babatunde Fashola found a camera at the scene of Lekki Tollgate shootings, saying, quote, "It will serve as evidence in the ongoing investigation," unquote. Meanwhile, reactions have treated the discovery of the said camera, with many critics calling Mr. Fashola the Jagbar of Nigeria, FBI agent of the Nigerian government, and Sherlock Fashola. Many believed that the camera was planted by the government, as they questioned why the camera did not show any evidence of being burnt, since the Lekki Tollgate was set on fire the moment the Nigerian soldiers opened fire on peaceful protesters, asking who sent soldiers to shoot protesters. This is where we end the news hour today on Metro TV. Do join us again on Friday, but before then, please stay out of trouble, enjoy life with your family and friends. I remain Emmanuel Oladipo.